Hey yo, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Black Privilege, and you know what time it is. I just wanted to do this recap of the latest Grape Vine video. Are black men intimidated by successful black women? And I'd hasten to say, of course they are. I mean, my last video, I went over how a weak, beautiful woman is a simpler way men could validate their masculine identity than a strong woman, because a weak woman is not going to ask you for a monogamous commitment. A weak woman is not going to demand that you take that promotion that you've been passing on. A weak woman is not going to ask you to get a better house. She's just going to ask that you fix whatever menial chores are in her life at the moment, and you could be off on your way. You can compartmentalize your relationships. A strong woman, on the other hand, the strong woman, well, there's two main reasons why black men are intimidated by successful women. The first one is power. They talked about it in the Grape Vine video, but I don't think they really touched in on why power is so important. Like, let's define our terms for a minute there. Power is the ability to make someone do something despite their own will. Now, women already have multiple layers of power when they could coerce a man. They could withhold affection from a man. They could alienate him from his kids. They could alienate him from society. They could sick society on him. They could use power by proxy. They could inflict suffering on him to the point that he has to capitulate. After all, the saying goes, it's cheaper to keep her, right? Successful black women have too much power. That's just phase one. Phase two is the insecurity aspect of it. A successful black woman is a mirror of yourself. Your partner is a mirror of yourself. Now, if your woman is successful financially, emotionally, spiritual, what have you, it becomes a mirror. Every promotion she had, you'd better hope that you matched. Every grade that she passed, you'd better hope that you passed. Every promotion that she took, you better hope. Because if not, it becomes a reflection of your sins. If she is in upper management and you pass on a promotion, that's going to gnaw in your brain. If she has multiple degrees and you stopped at your bachelor's degree and her career is moving skyward, she is a reflection of your stagnation. If she is a confident person, you're just like a cornball lame kind of dude, you're going to see that, and it's going to build up an insecurity within you. It's just a natural aspect. Like, all her achievements become your destroyer. And then you're going to need someone to build you up after her success, after her awesomeness has made you feel like a bum. And then here comes that bitch. Of course you're going to fuck her, because you need validation. You need instant validation of a weak woman all over again. So that's the social contract. That is the social contract black women have under feminism. Dealing with insecure men or dealing with no man at all. Now, the Grape Vine, they went after the patriarchal social contract, but once again, let's try to define the patriarchal social contract. Like, clear your mind for a minute. You ever seen a video game where, I know my audience. You ever seen a video game or someone playing a video game where they're like standing behind a big hulking brute? The big hulking brute, whether it's a Dungeons and Dragons game or a first-person shooter, that hulking brute is called a tank. He absorbs all the firepower, and he has a big Gatling gun, a machine gun, or a sword, and behind him is the medic. The medic is the doctor. The medic is the person that heals him and nurtures him, and he moves forward. He takes the risk. He takes all the punishment. That's the social contract women really want. They want to be the doctor. They want that patriarchal social contract of the man being at the forefront and the woman being at the rear, supporting with the kids, supporting with the needs of the man. That's what they really want inside. When you make yourself a tank, when you make yourself a masculine type of person, men saying, "Damn, if she's my doctor, I gotta step my game up, man. I can't be a middle manager. I have to be a regional manager. I have to be a district manager. I have to be a president. I have to be my own I have to own my own company. I have to do all this stuff." When really all I want is some fucking pussy and someone to talk to at night. So maybe some good-looking kids. That's all I really want. I want to be a big fish in a small pond. And this woman, I'm sorry, I'm layering too many analogies. What I'm saying is, The patriarchal social contract is unitarian. It is everybody has a form following a function, and women want that. They want to be the woman behind the man. The feminist social contract it's still up in the air because it causes a lot of gender vertigo. And I'm not completely giving up on it because I believe that, you know what, women are going to succeed anyway because there's nothing wrong with the female mind. It can achieve some spectacular things, but it's just the fact that they're not attracted to house husbands. So they might not be attracted to, I'm not going to say me, but they might not be attracted to what I have to offer if the best thing I could do is to save her some money on daycare and maybe or arrange a dinner or two. That causes insecurity, and insecurity kills relationships. Insecure niggas do insecure things. But that's the problem. So, just so that I want y'all to keep your heads up, just so I don't want y'all to be depressed, there is one couple in New York City that I know who is doing the modern era proper, the quintessential husband and wife and child partnership that I recommend for everyone. And you know who that is? Who's the best couple in New York City? The best black couple anyway? Charlemagne the God and his wife. Yeah. See, Charlemagne's wife is a teacher. She's an educator. She's smart. She's rational. She's pragmatic. She's wordy. She's socially conscious. Charlemagne is a charismatic, articulate brother who has some internal philosophies that's kind of palatable to the rest of society. I deduced a long time ago that it was Charlemagne's wife who's writing those donkeys of the day. Why? Because they're so well written and they have a female blade to them when they dig into you with that passive aggressive, I'll pray for you, or, you know, you could tell that a woman is pretending to give a fuck about these oppositions because it's Charlemagne's wife who's doing the opposition research on the internet and he reads off the teleprompter in the morning. It's a perfect syncopation of the tank husband and the doctor wife. Charlemagne's out front suffering all the slings and arrows of attacking political leaders, of attacking radio hosts, of attacking donkeys of the day, and his wife is building up and giving him intellectual firepower. He's giving them the reason to fight. He's giving him the two beautiful daughters that he's going out there and struggling and striving for so that he can make a way in this world. That's the perfect egalitarian social contract for me. Utilize your woman to the best of her abilities, but in the end, I really do think that Charlemagne's wife does play the female role. She signed the 360 deal. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Women, you have to sign the 360 deal. You have to sign the 360 deal. You have to sign over a lot of your agency. You have to sign over a lot of your power so that a man could know where he belongs in this world. And here's the sneaky thing. When you sign the 360 deal, try to get 2 albums out of him. Try to get 2 kids out of him. Try to get knocked up twice, because after that second child, the first child, he's going to have some panic attacks. The second child, he's going to either surrender or kill himself with some fuckery. But if you get him to that promised land of submission, the 2 daughters work perfectly, by the way. If you get him to the good job and the 2 daughters, that's when you start to see the 25-year marriages. That's when you start to see the articulate black couple who are giving out relationship advice. That's when you start to see the wealth building. But to do that first, ladies, you're going to have to sign the 360 deal. You're going to have to surrender your power and your agency to your man. Conversely, men, we have to stop dogging out men who do sign that 360 deal. We have to stop dogging out men. We have to make an environment. We have to make a culture where they're surrendering to their wives isn't such a taboo. We have to stop simp shaming, even in the world of Rob Kardashian. We have to start building up companionships. And I guess that's all I have to say. It's been a long rant, but just remember, power is the ability to make someone do something despite their own will. That's all I really had to say. Whew, sorry.